Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, and welcome to my channel. So, what are you working on, and what is your weather like? And I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. Hey, Lori, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. What's your weather like? What are you working on? Hey, Brianna, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And what are you working on? And I know what your weather is like. And hello, Renee. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. What's your weather like? What you're working on? I am working on a red ruffle hat. I want to get this finished because I have a whole lot of more irons in the fire, to say the least. And I want to get this one done and be off the bandwagon of the ruffle hats, unless someone um, orders one of a different color. But I have several of them that I've already finished. But my white one sold, yay! It will be going to UPS today. And that, oh, I can't. Okay, let me think. The halter top there is for my friend. She came over last night for a fitting, and I just had to finish up the straps on it so I can give it to her. And then I'm working on something else. And I used it was some yarn, but it was the perfect weight. The pattern is from I found a new YouTuber, probably from I don't know where. I saw her on Facebook, and then I found her on YouTube. Her name is Marion, but she's an African crocheter. Can't remember exactly where she's from, but the yarn that she was using, she doubled up the yarn to try to make it a three weight. Their yarn over there, I see a lot of them that double up their yarns, but the yarn that's made in locally in Kenya seems to be a lot thinner than our yarn. I don't think I can recall anybody really having thick yarn like we do over there. But anywho, I saw that halter top and I was like, yes, I'm gonna make that. So I'll be making one for myself as well because I'm going on a cruise. Hey Denisha, how are you today? Thank you for joining me and I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? So now I have another African YouTuber to follow. I really like their designs. I want their mannequin though, because their mannequins have a booty. And I don't see any mannequins here that have booties. And I actually, when we had our last sale, I had put up my um, I don't even know what it's called, but the padding that you can put on your mannequins to make them bigger size wise. And so it didn't sell. So I was like, well, let me look at this. So I took it out and I put it on the mannequin, try to beef it up a little because we're not a medium size anymore. And as I was going through all of the paddings, I realized that the filler pads weren't in there. Now, mind you, I had never even gone into the packaging at all. I looked, I said, okay, it looks like everything's in there, but I never actually opened it up to see what was in there. So I emailed the buyer on Etsy and I didn't ask, for, a refund or anything because it's been over a year since I actually bought it. And the buyer actually says, "We will send you the filler pads." I was like so shocked. I was like, "Thank you." Let me see. Hey VJ, oh, it went right past me. VJ says happy Saturday da, 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 to everybody. Thank you for joining me, Miss VJ, and I hope you get a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Where we going? Oh, the Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and I think we do another stint in the Bahamas, and then we come back, something like that. So, and it's for my Miami Dolphins, their 50th anniversary of the perfect season, as we held our breath during the season while the Philadelphia Eagles were still winning, and they finally lost. So, woohoo! We can really enjoy this cruise. Let me see. That's nice. When are you going? It's in April, so the weather should be perfect. Let me see. Saying hi to VJ. She's saying hi to everybody. Let me see. Lori says, I have another corner going to my younger brother bracket to his best friend. But that's good. That means they really like your work. And you do great work with those corner to corners. I give up on them. I start them and I'm going along. And then somewhere along the line, I'm like, I am so over this already. So I have yet to really finish one since what was the last corner to corner? Was that Love Blanket the last corner to corner that I did? Hmm, that's been a long time ago. Probably. Lori, I always tell my loved ones, no bragging. Why? They want to give you your props. Yeah, sounds well. Thank you. Yes, it does. And I'm debating because next month, my friends and I were going to Houston for the rodeo, but not we're not really doing the rodeo thing. We're really doing the all you can eat and drink thing. That is, a part of the event for the rodeo. Maybe one day I would like to go to the rodeo because I want to see some black cowboys riding their horses. But I haven't been there. They have rodeos down here, but I've never been to one. I've been to a ranch out in Southwest Ranches. What's his name? Bergeron Ranch. Believe me, I will never be a veterinarian. I was so happy to get away from there. It was so stinky. Mm-mm. So I can skip the rodeo thing. I don't really have to. I'm working on not the mosaic granny pot holder. 40 feels like 36. Okay, so if you're doing a mosaic granny pot holder, where are all those ends going in? Are you able to like cover the ends as you work, or are you gonna have to do a border to get rid of all those ends? That's why I really haven't gotten into the mosaic thing. There is a purse pattern that I have that I wanted to do. And I know with that, at least I'm guessing with the purse pattern, I won't have a bazillion ends to do. But that those all those, no, I can't. I appreciate the props. I don't want to end up making a whole bunch of things for everyone. Oh, okay, I get you. What's those eyes for? What you, Brianna? What is that all about? I like looking at the mosaics, and I follow that Fox lady's Fiber Fox, I think she is. I haven't seen anything from the first lady that Lori Armstrong told me to watch her video. Tanina, Tania, Tin, Tinia, Tinia. I think her name is Tinia. Um, at least I haven't seen anything pop up recently. Maybe I haven't. I get so many pop ups. I don't know. I can't keep track of them. But I get a lot of them from Fiberfox, but I just can't. I'm making a baby blanket. It's 36 in Massachusetts. Let me see. What is the weather like? I forgot. I think we're in the 80s again. We were in the 40s last weekend. Yep, we're 81. Okay, you weave as you go? Okay, that yeah, yeah. I can't wait to see that, VJ, though. It might inspire me. I don't know. What's the mosaic pattern? I do remember a couple of the patterns. Doesn't mean anything 'cause she probably say something else I won't know. Denisha is looking forward to seeing it too. Yeah, I want it. I want it. I like the mosaic. I'm working on a dishcloth, and I made when I was looking in my drawer to get a fresh dishcloth. It was the only one left, one of my crocheted ones. I was like, okay, well, that's the only one that's left. I guess I need to do some laundry. And I used it. I was like, "Whoa, this holds up really well. Why haven't I been using this that often?" Because I've made other ones that when you wet them, then they stretch out of shape, or they're not really great. But this one holds its shape really, really well. So I said, "Oh well, looks like I'll be making a couple more of these." Pulled out my little dishcloth pattern book and started working on it. Now, mind you, I have said a bazillion times I have to stop starting all of these um, projects and try to finish some. Doesn't work. Doesn't work for me. My mind is always on. And every time I think about something, I grab some yarn to start it. So right now, I'm finishing this. Hopefully, this had to be finished because it's almost finished. This is the last round of ruffles that I have to do. And I put a stitch marker on it so I'll know how far. So I'm about half, no more. Ooh, mm, it's a lot of ruffling going on. And then I started the dishcloth, and I think I'm gonna do a mesh skirt because I want to have something to go around my bathing suit other than a sarong. Um, what else did I start? The round cardigan that I started like months ago is still in its project bag. Um, there's something else that I started months ago that's in the project bag. I have three or four project bags of things that I've started, but I can't remember what they all are because I keep starting other things. And then the crochet along that Renee and I did last week, I at least finished both of the grannies, and I did borders on finished the border on one of them. I'm finishing the border on the second one, and my friend brought over some material. She keeps bringing me material that she has scrap material, so that works for me. So now I she came, it was like right on time. So now I'll put use some of that material to make the lining for the bag. And then I found I think I'm going to use the is it lucite? You know those clear round. I think that's lucite. Remember you used to make those shoes with the lucite heels? I think that's what that is, lucite. But anywho, I think that's what I'm gonna use as the handles. And you didn't it's hobby pattern I used for my Tip Tuesday. Oh, I saw that pop up, but I didn't watch it. Oh, now you're gonna have me interested in watching it. Gigi, that's so pretty, love it. Thank you so much. These I don't know how this is I don't know how many of these I've made. Oh, that pink one up there I did, but it has a different brim. I added some gray and pink to it to give it a different look. You can't even see it on her because she's so high up there. I try to make them a little bit different. Okay. Like this one has a little I did the chain the what they call the camel stitch. I call it chain link stitch. But anywho, I did that so to have a little bit of different texture around the brim area. And that's what I did with that one, but it's got a different color. And I thought about it as I was making this one. Then I started making that one, and you see which one got finished first. Ah, but this one should be finished today. I have I downloaded a lot of um, Hobie's patterns, and they're still in my email. I need to get them out of my email. But I was going through them. I was like, oh, I'm gonna look at. Do you do their bingo, VJ? I catch it. Some days I forget. By the time I look at it and I click, it's already over because they do it at 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern time here, and I think it's 5 o'clock their time. I don't know exactly where. I don't know. Are they in Sweden or Switzerland? I'm not sure where they are. Hey, Regina, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? Regina's probably doing some cute amigurumi. That's the other thing. BJ says yes. Do you ever win anything? Hello, Facebook user. She says the rodeo, or he or she says the rodeo. What's your name, Facebook user? Saying hi to Regina. Regina's saying hi to VJ. She's saying hi to Regina. Okay. I want to win more than the hi Facebook user. I want to win more than the 25 points. I want to win some yarn. So Facebook users, what are you working on, and what is your weather like? It says 47 is sunny, and yes, amigurumi. I know, I know, I know. If you aren't a part of my Facebook group, or if you don't follow Regina, you should follow and see all those cute amigurumi she does. I try. Tonight, well, I have to work. I have to work. I have to work. Um, but I'm gonna work on another ballerina doll. Whew, so far, just points I can use the shop with. Yeah, 25 points help because maybe next year when I'm off of my yarn, no purchase of yarn diet, I have enough points to really do something with. But right now, it's all about using what I have so I can whittle down some of my stash. Oh, VJ, I looked the last time I looked at my package from you, it was in Jacksonville. So at least it made it to the state of Florida. You just finished a multicolored cow. Ooh. Mm. You know, now that I rarely, when I was young, we used to see caterpillars all the time. But now I hardly ever see, maybe because I'm not that close to the ground, or maybe because I don't go outside as much as I did when I was young. But I don't see them. Because I mean, you could see them like on the sidewalks, and I walk. But I just thought about that. I do not see caterpillar. Well, I don't see a whole lot of butterflies either. I think I need to. I one time wanted to plant some sunflowers to bring them to attract them. And then there's some other plants that you can plant that attract um, butterflies. I don't see them very often anymore. I haven't. bought any yarn so far, 21 days. You and I both. You and I both. I don't need any more. It's getting closer. I printed the label, so it's not handwriting. Oh. No, it's not. It's the best. There was I got a pop up about the changes for the post office for this year. But it's one of those articles that say, read more, read more, read more. I was like, I'm sick of reading the same thing over and over again. So you can keep telling me to read more. So I said, forget it. Whatever they're going to do. I know for sure the last time I paid for my P.O. box, it was $94 for 6 months. When I get my renewal in March, and if it's $100, I'm done with the post office. I cannot. Their prices are just getting ridiculous. I think first, even when I first got the PO box, I was real hesitant about it because I want to say it was like $60 then, and it's just a little PO box. It's not even a big one. It's just a little regular old letter PO box, and it and I've only had it for 2 years, I think, and the prices kept it just keeps going up and up and up. Every 6 months, it's a new price increase. So if it does go up, I'm just gonna cancel that. I think we start need to protest because that's ridiculous. But we have no control unless you protest. Got to be enough people protesting though. Protest the right way. Yeah, they are hardly worth reading because by the time you get to whatever they're trying to get you to, you had to go through a bazillion ads and all kinds of stuff. I don't even know why but that's how they get you. They get you down that rabbit hole, and it takes 10, 15 clicks. Read more, read more, read more. And then you get to like, that's it? Mm-mm. Crazy. That's how they get us. That is how they get us. I was watching Nick Needham, his YouTube update yesterday. And now apparently you can add a trailer to your lives before the live actually happens. So the people can see just instead of seeing my picture, they would see a trailer. I'm like, well, I really don't have a trailer for that. Really don't. And so, but I'm thinking about it. I thought it was a cute idea. YouTube is trying to get as close as possible to regular TV because they do have YouTube TV. You can watch all kinds of stuff on YouTube TV. But that's just another payment I don't need in my life. I have enough between Hulu, Netflix, Disney, although Hulu and Disney are part of my phone plan, so I'm paying for that via that phone plan. But Netflix I pay for. My friends and I watched. Has anyone watched the Amber Alert story? Let me see. Is it on? It was on Peacock. It's on Peacock. But I didn't realize they have yet to find the person that murdered that little girl. And it's such a heart-wrenching thing to watch. But I never knew the background. And the mom, she's like, this will probably be my last interview because I'm tired of being sad. I was like, oh, I can't imagine. 20, is it 25 years? Yeah, I think it's been 25 years. Probably it's been 25 years because most things are done based around anniversaries, old cases and stuff like that usually is done based around an anniversary. So, but it was so interesting and it was such a cute little girl. It's so sad. But, the everybody kept and it started in Fort Worth, I think Fort Worth, Texas. That's where it actually started. They started their own. No, not for Austin. I think it was Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas. Yeah. Anyway, Texas, one of them cities. And they started their own locally, and it was really interesting that, um and if anybody wants to watch it, I won't give it all away. But initially, a reporter was doing an interview with the mom because the mom, she had 2 children, and the father and her had broken up, so she, was on welfare. So they were really initially doing a story about, welfare and how she was surviving and stuff like that. And then it went from being that story to the story of the little girl missing and then found dead. So, um I'm guessing the welfare story never came to fruition because she said they didn't air it, so I'm guessing they never aired it. And she just, became a part of the reporter who initially, she had already gotten to know them. She'd been following them for a while before it all happened. But wow, I did not know that, it was locally, and then some other cities started asking them how to do it, and then it went from city to city to being a national thing. So now it is national, the Amber Alert. And they, kept referencing if this was something that was available when it happened, they would have probably found her sooner because they had a witness that, saw the truck and saw the man grab the little girl, but it was a black truck. And Texas, how many black trucks are in Texas? A gazillion, because it's a big state and most people have trucks. But it was very interesting to see, how that all came about. But it was sad too, that a little girl had to lose her life for, this now to be named after her. And her mom is still out there fighting the cause. 'Cause there's too many children, too many that end up in that same situation. It's so sad. There's so many predators out there. Gotta watch your babies. Gotta watch your babies. Where we used to, and I'm sure, like I always say, everybody's like, "Oh my God, this happened and that happened." It's like this stuff has always happened. It's just we're on a 24-hour news cycle now that we see it more often. This is not, you know, there's always been criminals, always been murderers, always been rapists, always been child molesters, always. It's not, that's human. Those are humans that have been committing these kinds of crimes for years. We just have more access to the horrors of human beings now. That's the sad. I saw the police officers that tased the military guy. I don't know what his rank was, but it was a military guy in, can't remember what state it was, but he sued for $1 million and he got $3,600. That don't even make sense to me. You stop somebody, you threaten him, you have your gun on him, you grab his arm, he won't get out of the vehicle. I wouldn't get out of my vehicle either. They'd have to drag him because these police officers are just ridiculous. They go from 0 to 100 sometimes because they're mad because you didn't stop or something. So they take their anger out on you and then they get away with it because they can't. Anywho, anybody on here, a police officer, have policemen in their family? That's just the way I see it. Exactly. We are just now more aware. Yeah, more aware. And if for all these phones with all the cameras, you can't get away with hardly anything now. On top of that, DNA. So if you don't go and commit your crime in a hazmat suit, they gonna find some DNA. That was the other thing they were saying with the Amber Alert is because of the all of the what's the word advancement with DNA. They are hoping that they'll be able to use it because there's so many people in the database just from the genealogy part of it, but they don't know how much they have. I would think they may not have any because unfortunately she was found in water. So and they don't think that it was a sexual she wasn't sexually I think they said she wasn't sexually assaulted. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Hey GGP, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. What are you working on? What is your weather like? And I hope you get a thumbs up. How's your little pooch? You haven't been on my lives in a long time. Haven't seen your little dog. It would be good to find the person that did that because DNA has uncovered a whole lot of criminals that have had these old cases. I watch a lot of crime shows, but there was one crime show I could not. I think his name was Sam Little, which creeps me out because that was my uncle's name, but he's not my uncle. Um, I think his name was Sam Little, but he had killed like 30 women or something, and he could remember like all the stuff that he did. He had it was so creepy to me. I could not watch it. It just creeped me out. Saying hey to Gigi. She's saying hey to Gigi. Sometimes some of that stuff rattles me, and I know my limits. He was just creepy. He's in prison, probably dead now, but I guess that's what they. Oh, they're good. Okay. Use they. I thought you only had one. I only saw one. The little one. Oh, I didn't know you had they dogs. Thought you had one dog. But this 24-hour news cycle, yes, exposes you to a lot of the criminal elements that go on. We have a whole lot of stupid criminals. I think all states too. But this guy takes the cake. He stole a Mercedes Benz. I don't know where he stole it from. And he parked it at one of the I think it was like the Carlton or something, some ritzy hotel he parked it at. Then he stole a brand new, was it a Maserati? It was some upscale. He had gone past the Mercedes to something better. He crashed the Maserati, took a cab back to the hotel to get the Mercedes, and the police arrested him. I said, that's a stupid criminal. Because if you steal a car out of one of them ritzy hotels, first of all, there's cameras everywhere. They already have called the police. The police are already on their way to where you stole it from, and they already know you stole that Mercedes too because you brought it to that hotel. What a jerk. I can't watch that one either. It creeps me out. You see? Yeah. Yeah, he was a bit scary. Two Yorkies. I only remember one. Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. Hey, Granny D, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. What are you working on? What's your weather like? And I hope you get a thumbs up. Denise said, hey to Granny D. This is crazy. Oh, she sent me a picture. She sent me a picture of the babies. I was trying to watch Mahalia last night. If I don't know who was their costume designers. They already threw me off, so I was done with them. I was even my daughter. My daughter is really into all that kind of stuff because she's a artist, so she does a lot of research on that kind of stuff. She's not a paid artist. She loves to draw. Let's put it that way. But I thought it was so funny how bad. I mean, bad. Oh, look at them. Oh my goodness, you've been on a ramp a crochet. Look at that. It's so funny. I was thinking about doing a ruffle cowl and I started it and I was like, I don't feel like doing that. That is so cute. Look at her babies. Look at her babies. They're so cute. Look at the babies. I think the big one is the one that I see. That's the one I remember. I don't remember the other one. Maybe the other one is just like chilling. Open. Open sesame. I have to use my stylus for my um open for my phone because my daughter put a um screen protector on my phone because my I've dropped it so many times and it's got cracks in it and I don't want it to fall apart. And she put the screen. I asked her, I said, like, what do I get? And she says, oh, get a tempered glass one. I said, okay. So I get the thing and I have to really press on it. And sometimes it's just a waste of time. So I just stopped doing it. I just say, well, I got a stylus on here and I'm going to use it. Look at her ruffle hat. Ah, this is GGB's ruffle hat. Don't look at my nails, people. Nails are a hot mess. Yeah, I like that cow. You got see, I was gonna do a lot more ruffling than that. That is so cute. I love the green. Love the green. Is that a ruffle on the back of the hat? What is that on the it looks like a ruffle. You attached a ruffle to the back of the hat? So it looks like that's cute. That's really, really cute. You all are such talents. I I'm just struggling just to get things done, just to get things done. Oh, this is cute. Oh, I like this. I haven't seen this. Have you been selling these? These are real. This is really cute. It looks like, is that the that baseball cap? It kind of looks like the baseball cap pattern that we did as a crochet along, but I'm not sure. But you made it, put it with a cow. That is cute. That is so cute. You've been busy, girl. Busy bee. Couldn't load image, tap to replay. The image is there. What are you talking about, phone? Let me see. Let me see. Hello, sugar. Been sunny here in central North Carolina, but starting to cloud up. It's chilly, but it's January. Yep, that's right. It's January. Say hey to PJ. Yeah, they are too cute. That is a beautiful. The color is pretty and all. Yes, yes. You're gonna have to give us a tutorial on this GGP. Very cute. Yes. You are welcome. I like that. See, got my mind thinking. As soon as I finish this, what am I gonna start on? No, no, no. Ah, she says no. Are you saying no to giving us a tutorial? Granny D likes it too. Hey, Crystal of Miss Divergent Crafter, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And what are you working on? What's your weather like? Yeah, I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. I am trying to finish my red ruffle hat. That is what I'm working on. And I'm still not close to that stitch marker. You don't want to do a tutorial with say hey to Krista. Say hey to- You can do it. BJ saying hey to Crystal. She's saying hey to them. Okay. Nightbox says, don't forget to hit the like button. And thanks, Granny D. I posted my short tutorials for the ruffle hat and the short tutorial for my ski mask because I already did a beanie and all of these start from the beanie anyway. So I didn't feel a need to do a full tutorial, but I've gotten questions. So hopefully the person that sent me comments understands it now and be whipping one out soon. These ruffle hats. The first ruffle hat I saw was um, what's her name? Jeanette of DIY Creations. I think that was the first time I saw a ruffle hat. And I went back and looked and she had did hers way back in May. And I don't recall seeing one before that, but hers was the first one that I saw. Saying hey to BJ. I'm drinking Coke Zero and taking a break from a mosaic blanket. Ooh, she doing a mosaic blanket. And soon to start on my ribbing on my cardigan. Oh, wow. How big is your blanket? And what? Oh, VJ, you never told me what the pattern, what the mosaic pattern was, or stitch. I don't know what they call them. So what is yours, Crystal? They all have some kind of name that I don't know. I didn't sell the gray hat. I was just making it. Oh, but it's so cute. You should make that in several colors. So if you were just making it, was you making it for yourself or just trying out something new to see how it turned out? When I made my ski mask, this one I'm going to pull apart because I think it's way too big. I did a second round of, and I love the color. It's a rust color. It looks orangey, but it's a rust color. That looks, yeah, that looks a little bit better, but closer it looks too orange, but it's not orange. But I did an extra increase round on it, so it's bigger. But I guess for a man that with a bigger head, it would probably fit them better. But when I was doing the end of it, it's only rolled up because I had to put it on the mannequin to take a picture. Their necks aren't really long, and then it has no shoulders. But what I was doing, I was thinking, I said, "Oh, I should have done some increases, and then it would flare out." But then I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave it like this. Maybe if I did another one, I would, but I don't know. I think I might. I might just leave it alone. I don't feel like frogging nothing. I'm gonna put it on my in my Etsy shop and be done with it. And if there's a man with a larger head, it'll be perfect for him. I think the person that bought my ruffle hat is a man. At least I think it's a man. It's a man's name. And I say, maybe he bought that for his Valentine. Never know. I was just grateful to get the sale. Thank you, whoever bought it. But I like that gray hat, Miss GGP. That is cute. You should just do a tutorial for us. Oh, it's tinnias? Okay. Native American indigenous looking pattern. It is 311 stitches across. Not sure how many rows I'm gonna do. It's a gift for hubby. Doing it on true blue ombre. Ooh, true blue ombre. That sounds pretty. What I don't like, I like stripes better. I like stripes better because I like the quick change of colors. The ombre just goes on too long. I found that out when I was actually, I think when I was doing my purple um ruffle hat. I really wanted those purples to someone find me a purple stripe. Ombre gray. Oh, you're doing two? You're doing an ombre gray and an ombre blue? But until I whittle down my stash for the year, I will not be purchasing any yarn. 2023 is a no purchase yarn year unless I am working on a pattern that I don't have enough yarn of that particular color, but I don't plan to have that issue. I'm not putting that in my wheelhouse. Whatever I start, I'm gonna make sure I got enough. Because all those, now that I'm thinking about those big projects that I started, yeah, I should have enough. I should have enough to finish it. I shouldn't have to buy any more. Yes, no solids. Mm-mm. I would love to see that. Have to go, but y'all have a fab weekend. You too, Granny D. Thanks for stopping by. Truly appreciate it. And we're going to be doing another sale. Hopefully, you all will join us. Right now, Renee is the only one that said yes, she will join me. But it'll be the first Saturday of February. I think it's February 4th at 2 o'clock p.m. So I'll wait to see if the other ladies want to participate. And if I don't hear from them, I'll just post it as is, but I'm hoping we can all do this. Let me see. There is a tutorial on that gray and green hat. She on do hooks in the, oh, so the gray one and the green one. So, okay. Hooks and needles. I'm gonna have to look that up. Are they new tutorials or are they old tutorials? Am I gonna be looking until sometimes I was telling Gloria when she was doing the fedoras, and I asked her where she get the pattern, and she told me she got it out of the book. And when I got the book, I told her, I said, "Hunty, you put your stamp on that hat, because I would have bought that book. I wouldn't have even seen that hat at all. Because when I look at the the hat in the book, looks nothing like the way she did it. She put her stamp on that, and that's why she's selling so many of them. They are really, really, really. That is her. I did one. I made one, and I left it at that. It's a lot of work. Oh, come on. This thing is. Oh, thank you, Renee. Renee sent me the what it looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. Wow. What color are you doing your granny square in, VJ? This is pretty. That's the mosaic. It's pretty. It doesn't even look mosaic because mosaic usually, is real. Hmm. That looks like work. Let me leave that right there. Leave it right there. Oh, it is a ruffle. Okay. Wow, it's that long? Oh, 11 months ago. Okay. Oh, that's real cute. Let me see if I can open that up. That's it. It's real cute. I like the way that back looks. I think it's gonna get on my hook. I like that. Mm. Because I'm trying to get um what's the word? More hat patterns. I've done my own hat patterns, but I want to have like a bunch of different hat patterns, um, a variety, so that when I I can put more into my Etsy shop, different varieties. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me see. I can send a pic to VJ. Not sure what else I can put it right now. I am only on Okay. Sounds like a work though. Whew. Let me see. Yes, I got the screenshot. Thank you. That's the name of the pattern I'm using. Teal and black. Ooh. My daughter got hers in black and silver. Ooh. Yes, VJ. Where's the picture of the one in black and silver? I want to see this. I want to see this. Now you got me all looking, looking, looking. Let me see. I sent VJ a pic of the first few rows. It almost looks like stripes because the blanket is so. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, so long. Yeah. Oh, I want to see that. Between mosaic and Tunisian, those are my two least favorite things to do so far. I've seen all kinds of Tunisians. Tunisian. I just thought about something. I haven't seen that guy that does Tunisian crochet. His channel is Tunisian crochet. I think that's the title of his channel. But I haven't seen anything pop up for him in a long time. Hmm, that's interesting. Just thought about that. Hmm. Oh well. I hope that he's okay. Maybe that YouTube, because I have way too. I keep saying I need to go through all of these channels that I've um, subscribed to that are inactive, because I have a bunch of them that are inactive. I'm sure. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Wow. Wow. That, you know what it looks like? Ooh. It's got a creepy feel to it. Maybe it's the color. I don't know. It's like something is coming to get you. That is so interesting. But it looks like just front post, back post done, I guess, in a different kind of way. That is, and look, she is blocking it, people. She is blocking it. I can see the pins. She is the queen of blocking. That is so interesting. Mm-mm. I might actually try that. Not today. I think that hat might be my next thing. Let me see. I like mosaic when it's easy to read patterns because I can just stitch and go. Yeah, yeah, some of them are got too much going on. But you gotta know the basics of it. I did watch a thing and I actually did something. I don't even know what I did with it. I told you. I watch everything. I know you do. I know you do. Ah, oh my goodness. I block some. I don't block all. You like the hats, I'll throw them into the dryer with a what do you call it? A dryer cloth. What do you call those things? Fabric softener pad or whatever the heck it is. A bounce pad, whatever. I'll throw it in there just to make sure all the and nothing is on there that shouldn't be on there. Um, but I try to stick with stuff I don't have to do too much blocking. Like I will not be blocking no cotton washcloths. No, I won't be doing that, people. So is that done with the that's done with cotton yarn, VJ? Of course, it's got to be done with cotton yarn. It's a washcloth. Got to be done. Oh, did you get the package, VJ? Now that I think about it, when I was talking about packages, did you finally move the package from the entryway and open it that I sent to you? I hate doing ribbing. Me too. After finish the ribbing, I have to block this sweater before sewing it together. I figure I would use towels since I don't have mats yet. Oh, I that little, and I didn't even make it big enough because I was tired of doing it. But it was a cowl, but I made it into a short one, and I blocked that. And because it's yay long, and it was about that wide, and stretch it out and even make it even. The blocks are great because you have a grid line, so you can pretty much put it in the right place. But that blocking is for the birds, Miss VJ. It's for the birds. It is so much work. But I have to say, it definitely makes a difference. Let me see. VJ, you go. Block nothing. Denisha said she blocks nothing. I have a live call with Wednesday and Happy Mail where I unboxed it live. Oh, did you? I have a live call with Wednesday. Oh, I must have missed that. Well, this week has not been my week. If you did it this week, this has not really been my week because I went and had my braces put back on Tuesday, and I've been in misery ever since. Today is the first day. I ate a little last night of regular food, but mostly I've been eating noodles and mashed potatoes, and that has not been fun because I'm sick of noodles and I'm sick of mashed potatoes. And I had a smoothie, and that ain't my that's definitely thank goodness I freeze my mango when they bear fruit. And I have so many avocados now because they're really high up on the tree, but I don't try to go and pluck them off the tree because they're so high up. But I don't know if it's the cats, the squirrels, the birds, or whatever. Something knocks them off the tree. And the ones that have been up there for so long, they're so big now. And I was watching our one of our local chefs. She does a chef does a show here, and she was making some avocado, not avocado. She's making some guacamole, and she was using the Haas guacamoles. I mean, she was using Haas avocados. I don't like first of all, the Haas avocados cost an arm and a leg. Second, um, I I just don't buy them because well, probably because I have a tree, and every now and again, if when it's out of season, I'll get an avocado. But 9 times out of 10, um, if I see one that's like a Florida avocado, which I don't even know, but anywho, her comment was, "Don't use Florida avocados for guacamole because they don't have a high enough fat." I was like, I have been using my Florida avocados to make guacamole, and it's delicious. I don't care about the fat content, but she was saying it's not that it doesn't have a high enough fat content for the guacamole. I was like, whatever, lady. I ignored her to say the least because those avocados will become guacamole at some point, and I will use it to eat with my toast. I've tried it for like a chocolate milkshake because you can put the avocado in with the chocolate, but it's still avocado. That's not no. We just gonna stay with what we know. And then the other thing I saw, because when you buy buy guacamole in the store, it looks greener. And I'm like, why does it look so green when I've made it myself and I know it doesn't look like that? They put sweet pea in there. That's what makes it look greener. Ah, didn't know that until I saw her do. I typically don't block acrylic, but patterns calls for. Yeah, yeah. If you block the acrylic, you'll see the difference because the top that I crocheted and I did the pattern for it, I blocked that top and that I'm telling you, it made such a difference to block it. Where do you go, girl? Use towels. I don't have mats. Gigi started blocking after I told her to send me hers. I started blocking because you talked about it so much. And I went online and I found this great tutorial about to block or not to block it. That wasn't the title of it, but the person that did it, it was from actually it's from the Crochet Guild YouTube channel. And she explained so well the rationale behind blocking. And after that, I said, well, I guess Miss BJ will not be getting my blocks. I mean, not my blocks, my mats, because I am going to use them. And actually, I use my mats more for my earrings. Um, that's what because I haven't really made anything big since then to block. Like that halter top will not get blocked. No, ma'am. Ah, yep, I didn't know because I would not buy guacamole from the store because it always looked artificial to me. because I've made it myself and I've gotten it from Mexican restaurants and stuff. And I was like, guacamole is not supposed to be green like that. Why is it so green? So I would never buy any of this stuff from the stores. Oh, really? And see, it doesn't taste like because I don't like eggs, so I would never ever 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 eat it if it tastes like eggs to me. But it doesn't taste like, and you have to get them before they get mushy too. Gotta eat them. And that was the other thing she was talking about, don't buy them if they're got discoloration, blah, 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 and, don't and if they're too soft and overripe. Yeah, I ditch a lot of avocados. A lot of it ends up in the garbage because once they come off the tree and they start to ripe, if you don't start eating them right away, they go from ripe to yuck in a matter of days. So if you're gonna eat them, you gotta eat them quick, fast, and in a hurry. My mom likes them. I'm gonna take some over to her because she can eat one in a sitting. I can't. I can eat a quarter of one, but I like to make. But now that I have my braces back on, hopefully once I get past this uncomfortable stage, I'll be able to um, eat some. Even though you're not supposed to have chips with it, he's not supposed to eat hard stuff like that with the braces. I've actually, when I first had the braces put on, I was eating potato chips, which I shouldn't be, but to me, they were soft enough. Sure enough, I broke one of the brackets, but I'm definitely going to make me, because you can use the guacamole for spread on toast, if nothing else. So I have plans for it. But the ones that are left on the tree now are much bigger than the ones that I was able to take off before the animals got to them. I'm in Tennessee, so I don't get fresh. Oh, oh yeah. Yep, that's definitely the difference. But when I my mango tree blooms and I get a lot of mangoes, I cut them up and I freeze it. So that saved me with making smoothies because I was like, I got to make something that's gonna at least fill me up a little because I was in misery. She put each one of these doggone braces on. And the first time I got the braces put on, they did a mold and they put the whole thing on the two as a unit. But this time around, she put each individual. It was I was miserable, just miserable. And today is like, well, I was able to actually try to chew something on the one side, but woo, this is absolutely no fun. No fun, no fun, no fun. That's what you do. But I had to do it because he has to get my chewing on the right side right. I has a housemate. Do they? Is it over in the dairy? Not the dairy. What do they call that area? Deli, the deli area. I don't think I've ever seen that in our Walmart. Maybe because I don't look for it. I don't know. And I like spicy. I was when she now that I think about it, when she said that our avocados don't have a high enough fat. But when I was in Mexico, Mexico is you can't get any better than Mexico when it comes to guacamole or salsa for that. I was in the produce section. Mm. So it's in that cold area where I don't hardly ever go over to. I go over there to get my kimchi. I'm gonna have to look the next time I'm over there. But I looked up, the recipe, I was like, "Why does the guacamole taste so much better in Mexico? What ingredient am I missing?" And I realized they put garlic. That well, I don't yeah, well, the guy said this was, he got the recipe when he was in Mexico. So he put and I never put garlic in my guacamole. So when I did that, ooh, what a difference. Made it so much better. My youngest loves guacamole and makes homemade guacamole themselves. Yes, I love it too. So good. But the thing is, you got to eat it fast because I hate when that brown comes. If that brown comes on, it's like, I don't want that. So I try to make it and eat it in a day or two and be done with it. And make sure it has enough lime juice. I put the lime juice on it. Try to keep it from turning as much as possible. Mm. All right. I guess I better go because I have to go to where's that place I got to go to? UPS, and then I got to swing by my mom's. Then I got to come back home to work in between crocheting. Is there football? For some reason, I'm thinking there should be football on today. They should be having the NFC games on. But since my team isn't in, I don't care. As long as Tom Brady isn't in the Super Bowl, that makes me happy. We should not feel that way about the poor dude, but I do. He's had enough Super Bowls. He gonna be all right. He is gonna be just fine. Now he can go and be an analyst. Buzz Aldrin marries his longtime love on his 93rd birthday. Says they're as excited as eloping teenagers. That's crazy. His 93rd, I didn't even know that man was still alive. He's lived a very long life. Hey, Gloria, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I'm getting ready to get off of here so I can go and drop this hat off at UPS and go by and see my mom. So I thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And hopefully, we'll be able to do a sale on February 4th. Hopefully, my other ladies will join me. Um, like I said, right now it's myself and Renee who said she'll join me. But we'll see. So until my next video or my next live, everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye bye.